has put traditional brick and mortar organizations on their knees. And one of the things we're going to actually talk about now, I teach operations management class, but the whole thing of Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles have a certain capacity. You know, there are 1 million books in print. Can one Barnes and Noble bookstore carry every book? No, they can't do that. Here comes Amazon. Amazon says, you self-publish, I don't care. You can work, I'll work with you. And they're saying there's an out-of-print book. Several years ago, the publisher had abandoned it. They no longer think the book's viable. They said, you know what? We'll get that book going. They're the largest publisher. They're the largest bookstore in the world. So Amazon, recognizing that you got all these people that want to publish books, they created another arm of themselves called CreativeSpace.com. And that's where a couple books I just got through doing, I did them through Creative Space. And right now, currently, I own my own publishing house. I own my own publishing company. Very powerful. That's a lot stronger than seeing you self-publish. I say, I got my own publishing house. That's strong. So you can have your own publishing house. But with them, again, you have DVDs, you have CDs, you have actually one of those you have you can do DVDs, downloads, and you can do all kind of things in terms of that because they're huge and gives you so much opportunity. So that's the basic ways. We had other times I would talk about the whole thing about promotions. That really takes a hard time. The promotions and the distribution is taken care of. So this whole thing about content now, it's all about leveraging. I mentioned those 15 million people out of work. You have college graduates coming out of school, undergraduates, can't get a job because you have doctors who are looking for the same entry-level job because of the economy going on. You have people that working on their MBAs. They're at the end, they're about to graduate, and they realize, man, I went to school, I still can't get the job I want. Let's talk about leveraging. Now, opportunities, again, having a book gives you a certain amount of expertise. You know, you might not know anything, but it's perceived that you know a lot. The example I get just recently, in terms of getting another, working for LMU, they knew I was published. That helped a lot. When I meet people, you know, a lot of people, I'll give you a business card. When I meet people, one of the things I'm going to start going to some more colleges. I introduced myself. I said, just got you writing a book on jobs ready for the 21st century. You got a student that's in school. Here you go. It's powerful. I'm dealing with a subject. It just, here's another example in terms of leveraging. Facebook. I don't put a lot of junk on Facebook. I always try to keep my stuff professional. But even this seminar, I put the seminar on. I put it on my Facebook under events. Guess what? I got a Facebook message. Wow, you publish, you writing it, you doing a seminar on publishing. Sunday, got an interview with this lady on a talk show. She wants to talk to me about publishing because she's seen all my stuff. 2 weeks from now, just because I run a blog, I got a blog that my class we're working on. The guy saw me, he does operations management. He said, man, you got so much content on here. I need to interview you. I said, sure. I said, what do I give my subject on my information. It's gaining credibility over the long run. Now, the classes that I teach at LMU, I always try to give my students something more than just a grade. I try to give them a leverage and advantage. Last semester, and I have a few of my students, one of the things I always do, you have to do a book or ebook, something physical to turn around. I had 2 students last semester. All my students did it, but I want you to think about these. I'm gonna pass this around. Please give my books back. Okay. Probably get my books. Some people don't get my books back. I want books back. But two of my students, Brandy Riley, she's working for Shaw Environmental, and I told them they need to write how do you help an organization out. So she wrote a book, The Retirement of the Baby Boomers, an alternate approach for Shaw Environmental Inc. Wow. So now she goes into a job interview. She said, you know, I understand there's an issue with the baby boomers, or I've done work, and here's one of the books I did my research. Wrote a book to him. This young man, Fred Preston Lewis, he works for a credit union. He works for R&L. Okay. Now, what if Fred wants to move up in the organization? He wants to go to New York. He wants the big life. So he goes into the credit union and says, you know what, I understand the dynamics that associated with dealing with credit union issues. I want to leave this with you. It's increasing credit union quality at the branch level. This is the research I did at LMU. And he gives him a copy of his book. That's powerful. So what you want to do is you want to leave that employer, that client with something, and they want to take something with you. You might be a dynamic speaker, but you don't have anything to give them. Content in the future, managing content and creating content is going to create wealth. And I told you it doesn't take you anything. It takes your diligence and your effort in order to do that. So now I'm entertaining questions. I've tried to, you know, everything in terms of getting started in order to write your own book or your intellectual properties. Questions, comments?